Good day and welcome to Prime Feed News. I'm John Smith. The Higher Education and Training Portfolio Committee said that the National Student Financial Aid Scheme could not complain about a lack of resources when it paid over 2 million rand a month for rent. MPs in the committee on Wednesday questioned the use of the Cape Town foreshore head office in one of the city's prime office blocks with views of Cape Town Harbor. They said it also did not make sense why the National Student Financial Aid Scheme was headquartered in Cape Town and not Gauteng, where most students were concentrated. The committee received a briefing from the National Student Financial Aid Scheme and administrator, Freeman Namvalo, to receive an update on funding for students and the process in resolving some of its challenges. The committee started its oversight at the National Student Financial Aid Scheme head office, with a lengthy walkabout in the new offices, which also house the entity's call center. They also had some questions about the hefty rent, despite the National Student Financial Aid Scheme being undercapacitated in key departments. Committee chairperson Tebagoletsi, 2.5 million rands to rent offices when the Department of Public Works has plenty of buildings in South Africa that are underutilized, when you could have used 1 year's rent to fix those buildings and make them world-class. Administrator Freeman Namvalo said he didn't have any knowledge of the matter, rather emphasizing that their systems remained inadequate.
Welcome to the Business Edition. I'm Jason Fredericks. The South African rand softened on Wednesday as local inflation fell to a three-year low in July, solidifying analysts' expectations of an interest rate cut by the South African Reserve Bank next month. Past three, the rand traded at 17.8450 against the dollar, 0.25% softer than Tuesday's close. Consumer inflation fell more than expected to 4.6% in July from 4.8% a year ago and 5.1% in June, statistics agency data showed. Analysts polled by Reuters had forecast annual inflation of 4.9%. The latest figure was within touching distance of the central bank's preferred level of inflation of around 4.5%, the midpoint of its 3% to 6% target range. Economists polled by Reuters expect a rate cut of 25 basis points on September 19. In the stock market, the top 40 index closed 0.33% higher. South Africa's benchmark 2030 government bond rose, reducing the yield 16.5 basis points to 9.120%. U.S. stocks advanced on Wednesday amid range-bound trading after investors parsed a steep downward revision in payrolls, and the release of the minutes from the most recent meeting of the Federal Reserve, which cemented expectations for a September rate cut. All three major U.S. stock indexes closed modestly higher, with chips boosting the Nasdaq. The Dow's gains, weighted by financial stocks, were more muted. The Fed released minutes from its July monetary policy meeting, at which members of the Federal Open Market Committee elected to keep the key interest rate unchanged. The July meeting occurred before the disappointing employment report for that month and a host of economic reports pointing to cooling inflation and a softening but resilient economy.